Hey guys, how is everybody? The weather is so good in the UK right now. For the past few days it's been unreal, so I've put it up outside. Everybody's at work, school, everything like that, because everybody lives real life. So yeah, my boyfriend and I've been here for a few days at mine. We've seen family, it's been unreal, and now we're going over to his today. Seeing my granddad on the drive down. Yeah, I feel like every time I catch up on here, it's just gonna be me saying saw family, saw friends, was really nice. That's it. That's what kind of our intentions for the 2 months in the UK are. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about in this video. I'm talking about alcohol and my current relationship with it, because I don't want to give a whole history and in-depth background, but I know I've spoken about it a few times on here before. To give a very quick rundown, I'm British. Obviously British culture is very boozy, brought up pretty much in pubs. You know, my family are drinkers. If you're having a nice dinner, you're drinking. If there's an event, you're drinking, like most people. They've definitely cut down a lot, and it's nothing crazy, it's the norm here, do you know what I mean? I'm just stating that this is my environment that I'm in. And I was a massive drinker when I got into it, and I did everything, and I loved everything, substances, alcohol, everything, and had quite a bad relationship with it. And then went through my own little journey of I don't know, just obviously having that awakening that it's just really not good for me and what I want for myself. But then I kind of took it to the extreme of trying to cut it out, because I thought it was really negative for me, and that meant that when I would occasionally drink at a birthday or something, because I cut it out so much, and then because I kind of go ham at the birthday, my body wasn't used to it, and it would just be to the extreme again. I'd end up throwing up, I'd end up really pissed. So yeah, I've had an on and off this over the past few years, but as of recently, this year, I'd say a big indicator for me was actually going back to South Africa in January. When I usually am in South Africa with my cousin and his friends and at their uni and everything like that, I used to love it. It's literally every single day without fail I was drinking. This year was very different. Obviously I had my boyfriend with me, so there's that, but something within me was very different. You know, I could appreciate if we went to a wine farm and we had a few drinks and we went out that night once. I couldn't do it again. Do you know what I mean? That's just... And it's not even the fact of I'm getting older, I just don't enjoy who I am when I'm drunk and what it does to you and stuff anymore. I really don't. For me, it literally brings out... Obviously you can have a good time and I can have a good laugh and it can be fun, but sometimes it just brings out the literal devil within me. I mean, the hangover is just awful. Everything about it is just, yeah, for me, not great. So South Africa, I really didn't drink that much. Then Japan, I really didn't drink that much. And then back to Thailand, and now I'm at a point where I really don't want to, at all. I don't want to, and that was never really the case for me. I'd always kind of been oh, I quite fancy a cheeky drink, but I shouldn't. But now genuinely my mindset has completely shifted, and I'm I just don't want to. I don't even like the feeling of being a little bit tipsy, because when I'm a little bit tipsy I just want more, and then I take it to the extreme. I think it's just that was within my... I'm not trying to paint myself as a compulsive or whatever type of person, because I can reframe that and I can change that if I want to, but I always have been in the past somebody that just takes it too far, and once I've started I can't stop. So the past few instances I've drunk, something's happened within my body or within something where I've had to stop. So I don't know, I'd start feeling really ill or something. Or an example was the other day, it was my friend's bottomless brunch, and it was literally my mum and her mum. It was just us four. Really nice, really small, really chilled, really good time. Obviously it's bottomless brunch though, so it's unlimited prosecco. And then, you know, I was feeling a little bit tiddly, and I was at the point where I probably would have just, without even thinking, just carried on drinking throughout the whole night, and God knows where I would have ended up or what would have happened. Do you know what I mean? When I get that drunk, because I don't have that filter when the alcohol's in my system, which is why I just avoid it. But we left the bottomless brunch, then the plan was to then go on to the pub and drink more and meet some people after and stuff. Immediately as soon as we left, I got the really painful hiccups, the ones that feels like you're being stabbed in the chest. for 30 minutes. The 30-minute walk to the train station, I had these hiccups. I was literally doubled over in pain. Obviously, I couldn't drink anymore at this point. And then even when they wore away, I had this lingering, like, obviously like indigestion, but burning, so painful in my chest. Obviously I couldn't drink anymore. Like, that was me, I was done. But I genuinely think that was like my body's way of being like, don't fucking drink anymore. Like, it has to do something so extreme for me to not, and to prevent me from carrying on drinking, because it knows that that's not what I want. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I sound a bit cuckoo, but genuinely little things like this have always happened, like the past few times I've drunk. Just things to prevent me from taking it too far and carrying on. But yeah, like, that's because I went to an occasion where it was a bottomless brunch. You don't have to drink. I can say no if I want to, but like, I'm okay, I'll have a few drinks, it's a birthday. But for example, I saw my auntie and cousins, and all of us went around my aunt's house yesterday for the day, out in the sun, really nice. They're drinking, obviously. There's like prosecco and wine and stuff going on, and I said no, like, I actually didn't want any, I didn't crave any, and I'm okay with saying no now. People used to get really disappointed in me when I would say no, because I went from being that kind of, like, I don't even want to say party animal because that really cringes me out, but that type of person that's always up for a drink, to just declining all the time. I just don't want to. Yeah, that's my current relationship with it, and I'm really happy with the point that I'm at, because the fact that I can even go to like a gathering, yeah, like I did yesterday, and say I'm actually okay, thank you. I'm not driving. I have no responsibilities apart from like working online and stuff like this. Like, there's nothing else stopping me that apart from myself, that I'm choosing to not drink. And I know that might not sound like a big deal to some people, but I've just come so far with that. But yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about this. I just thought it's a bit relevant in my life at the moment since being back. Yeah, that's just currently my thoughts with alcohol. And I'm really proud of myself for getting to this point. Kind of subconsciously now, like, I used to really force myself not to drink. It was like a mission, like preventing myself, cutting it out. But now I'm just like, I actually don't fancy it. And that's that. Okay, that's enough of me waffling about alcohol. Yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.